Good morning from Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Robert Upchurch here, and
Good morning from Fort Lauderdale. Eduardo Ferraz here from Brazil, living in Miami.
hi guys. Hope you had a great week. We've got a very interesting show lined up for you today. Quite a bit of information, right? And I guess we'll just go ahead and get started. But first, how was your week?
Oh, it was great. Actually, I took like 5 days off as a vacation, but because I love so much town hall meeting, I decided to come here yesterday, and be part of the show.
So as Eduardo said, he's actually on vacation, but he decided to stay in town because there's not too many places to go. So
I was just relaxing at home.
You've been in Brazil for 2 months.
Movie.
What do you expect? All that time. Anyway, we appreciate Eduardo being here on his vacation day. So again, happy Friday to everyone. Happy Friday evening to everyone in Asia. Thank you for joining us so much. For all of our friends here in the United States, from all of our web pages, LinkedIn, we welcome you. If you're joining us for the first time, we hope you will enjoy our show. Again, we've got quite a bit of information, so we might as well get started with our headline news.
So, by the way, today is Independence.
Dedicated, right? Most offices are closed today.
It's a 4th of July?
4th of July tomorrow.
Yeah, but actually everybody's like kind of celebrating today.
You know, when you work for the cruise industry, and many of our friends out there do, you know that there are no holidays, unfortunately, right? So we service the cruise industry, and one of the reasons we're here, right?
But
because we don't want to let them down.
Even if it's today or tomorrow, so
Yeah.
happy Independence Day.
But guess what?
But-
You have Monday off.
No, I don't talk about the. If in my vacation I'm here, I don't care about
Oh.
days off. I'm just, I'm just saying about
I know.
the day itself.
Normally our guys would be off today, but we decided to stay open so we could do our go live and of course our information to everyone. But so what's happened, I've decided to let everybody take off Monday.
It is an important day to United States. I think that's is the
It
reason
is.
what I'm talking about.
It
right?
is. It
It's
is an
about
important day.
Awful in like that's it.
We've got also a video presentation at the end, so hang in there with us to celebrate Independence Day for the United States. So please hang in there with us. All right, let's talk about the news, right? One of the most important pieces of news that came out actually just a couple days ago, the European Union has come up with guidelines for ships to go cruising again. And this is something everyone's been waiting for. Most of the cruise lines in America are waiting for the CDC, which is the Center of Disease Control, right? And that hasn't come out yet. But the European Union is the first one to come out with a set of guidelines. It's a 47-page document.
Oh my God.
And next week, please be with us. We're going to dedicate most of the show to the rules and regulations of that. And a lot of new things for crew members and also for passengers as well in order to join a cruise. Next, some great news for those who work for the Apollo Group, and especially Marella Cruises, Oceania Cruises, Regent Cruises, and also, we don't have it listed here, but Virgin Voyages. They have 200 openings for those who have worked with the company before. These are not for new hires at the moment because there's a lot of people home on leave. So a lot of things one of the big things is required is Schengen visas because they'll be joining in the UK.
This is a good subject. It's a lot of people. Yesterday, one of them they text me, and they say, "Hey, Mr. Eduardo, remember me? I'm a baker from Bali. I got approved by Virgin Voyages. So when I'm going to the ship, so some people they got approved by the cruise line, but they still haven't received the opportunity to go on board. So and this is a good moment so we can kind of highlight that." So even if you get approved, you must wait, right? So as the cruise line coming back, as they reopen, they are going to give a preference for those people that's already part of the team.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. For those who have been on the ship, and home because of this pandemic, 98% of the crew are home.
Right.
We've got some information on that a little bit later as well. But those deserve to go back first. So no one predicted the pandemic when they went recruiting and they offered the jobs
Of
and they
course.
said, okay, you're hired. So now we have to get those who have been loyal to the company, those who are still employees but home on leave, we have to get those back first.
And this doesn't mean like they lost the opportunity. They still like pre-approved by the
Oh,
client.
absolutely,
As the
absolutely.
opportunity comes up, they will be first.
Right.
Nobody will hire new hires before them get the opportunity to go on board.
Absolutely.
So
And there'll
this
be
is-
some, crew members who will say, I decided I don't want to go back. My wife was wanting me to
That's when
stay
the
home.
opportunity
And
kicks
then
in.
they'll move up the ladder. So,
Right.
so do stay in touch with the offices. As we said, what's happening with the Apollo Group, and if you're part of the Apollo Group, which are the cruise ships I mentioned, be sure and check with the office ASAP. We're looking for people who have Schengen visas, and we know that you have to apply to a Schengen consulate in order to get those visas. So again, documentation. We say it every week. Make sure your documents done.
Contact the office, right?
That's
Make
it.
sure the office can help you on that.
That's it. And for those in Indonesia, contact Jakarta, Bali, or Jogja, and they'll give you the details.
Right.
Right? So very, very important information there. All right, we talk about new ships on the way, right? The CMV has a new ship, and they've named it the Amy Johnson.
Amy Johnson. That's a person, is a ship.
It's the name of the ship, right?
Amy Johnson.
And they're very happy to say that it's already 50% sold out for 2021. So bookings are, what it shows us is that people want to go back cruising, right? And whenever we see this is a great sign that even though the pandemic is there's going to be new rules and regulations. This is a great time to book the cruise. So great news again for CMV Cruises.
I think the good thing about booking a cruise right now, it's because if you can buy cheaper than before, and if the moment when you have to go on board, if everything is not okay, they are going to postpone, so you don't lose your opportunity to go. And in one moment you're gonna go to the ship, like
Oh,
to cruise,
absolutely.
as a guest, as a
Absolutely.
seller. And then when you go, you're gonna pay like half price, so 30% off, 40% off. I think it's a good investment to buy a cruise right now.
Well, it is. And I know Virgin, if you go to their website, they're offering 30% off plus $600 credit on board. I mean, that's amazing for a cruise ship, and especially a brand new cruise ship, right? All the cruise lines are discounting the cruises. Naturally, they want to get people back on board. They want people to feel comfortable with cruises again. And even more, if they happen not to sail on the date that you booked, they offer you another cruise, but at 125% credit for what you paid.
I think I'm going to cruise Virgin.
Remember, it's my birthday.
Is your birthday?
November 4th.
Oh, maybe you can pay for us.
No, it's my
30%,
birthday. You're
it's
supposed to
30
buy.
It's 30% off. No, this is. I think this is a great opportunity to buy, because you are going to the ship only when everything is okay. So if let's say if in 1 month it doesn't work, next year you're gonna go for 50% off, 30% off. So it's a great investment.
It is. But anyway, we'll get back to normal here
Yeah.
soon. It's the new normal, as so many people are calling it. The Explorer Dream is to resume cruising in Taiwan. Now, they announced that they are the first cruise line to start cruising. Well, I think they should have checked their data. We're very happy that they're cruising. It's from the Genting Group, and the Explorer Dream will be operating 2 and 3 nights out of Taiwan, with Taiwanese doing some island hopping. So they said they're the first cruise, but we have to say not quite. There's a cruise line that's actually cruising in Norway,
Right.
and we'll mention them in a moment. More great news for the cruise industry, especially for MSC. The MSC Europa, the keel has been laid, and there's a ceremony that they do, which is a tradition in cruising. You take 2 coins and you lay them under the keel. Right, the keel is actually the bottom of the ship, right?
Right.
And what happens? When you place those there, it's a historic sign for clear, and it blesses the ship and good fortune for the ship.
Yeah, whatever make you feel good, go ahead and do it. Right.
Just bless that ship
Of
and let it
course.
come out.
Put that 2 coins and make me happy.
It's a massive new ship. You can see it on the screen there. Beautiful ship. So congratulations to MSC. Okay, so we talked about Saga is also getting a new ship. I forgot to say. Saga is getting the Spirit of America. It's a 1,000 guest ship, and they're looking to go cruising in July.
So I think you spoke about Virgin Voyages Marella in Oceania, but I heard that Apollo Group might take like 200 people back to the ship for the next 2 months, 1 month or so.
Yeah. That's why I said in the
I heard
beginning,
that.
if you work for Apollo, right, which is again represents those cruise lines, be sure and contact the office because they're taking people back, right? Actually, I think we've got people leaving in the next 2 weeks. But there are procedures they have to go through because now there's special tests before you leave, go to the ship. You have to take a test 72 hours before you go to the ship. That's
my
another
God.
COVID test. So anyway, all the offices are well versed on this, so please get with the offices. In a future episode, and I believe it's next week, we're going to have the medical director of Apollo with us, and he's going to give a rundown of a lot of the procedures. So everybody who works for
going to help a
Apollo,
lot.
or if you work for Regent, you work for Marella, you work for Virgin, be sure and be with us next week.
That's great.
Right?
Great
We
news.
hope to have him here on that, and that's our schedule anyway. All right. Now, we talked about where is cruising started first, and this actually started 2 weeks ago. There's a company, and I hope I pronounced this right, Hergagurgen.
What?
Hergagurgen. Yeah, exactly.
Think a little bit.
You know us Americans, right? So we do apologize.
Is it a Thai cruise?
No, it's German. How do you get Hergagurgen in Thai?
I don't know, because for me it's so difficult to understand when they talk, and also like spell some words. For example, I have a crew member who sent us a TikTok, and I already put it on a Google Translator to try to understand his name. It's so confused, like how I want. I think it's difficult for me, but Google is like
Hergagurgen. Okay, so anyway, let me make a comment there. In the global community, because we as Americans, right, we have a passport, and not a lot of Americans have traveled. Many have. But, if you go overseas, they say, oh, you must be American.
Why?
Because overseas they speak 3 and 4 different languages, right?
No,
So
no.
they're used to these things. So, but you're from Brazil, so no
Say
excuse.
that name again.
So Hergagurgen, I
No,
think.
but say.
Hergagurgen.
Let me see how many people are here with us. Let's check here on Facebook.
All right.
Let's give a break a little bit. So
All right.
remove your mouse, and then let's say hi to everybody here. I
I
see a lot of people from. I saw a lot of people from.
of course, Bali.
No, go up.
There's
No, a lot of people
Eddie
from,
Iskander. I see him there.
No. I see a lot of people from Marella Cruise Line asking about
Yeah,
Marella. So
there you go.
you guys just heard from us that Apollo Group is probably going to take around 200 people, right?
Right.
So if you're from Marella, you might be one of
You
those.
better get checking the office. I mean, don't delay.
Guys,
Right.
we have 200 people watching us, so you guys are so welcome here. So we can't make this show without them.
Exactly, and we
You
thank
know.
you for being here, right? Every week it is growing and growing and growing, so again, thanks to everybody.
We know that every time when you do live, we always have some technical issues, which is normal. Like live is live.
course,
Every
live is
program,
live,
live
right?
is live.
Yeah.
But it's so cool to have people with us, and then we can engage and then talk to them, and then we see, how much they care. Is a very, very nice.
I see
to
Putu
be
from
around
Bali.
them.
There's a gentleman from, I see the, what is that? That's the Thailand flag, right?
Thailand.
From Thailand, right?
Okay, so let's give you guys a call
Good,
here.
good.
So it depends where you're from. So say your name and then put the flag of your country so we can see here, right, on the comments. I'm from Brazil, so I put Eduardo and then the flag of Brazil, Brazilian flag, so that we see where you guys from. I think that would be nice.
Let me make it a little bigger there.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right. Some hearts there. Look at from Putu sending us a heart. Isn't that sweet? Hi, Putu. She's such a little star, right? All right, and Kadek. Kadek was there last week. Hello, Kadek. Kadek's works for NCL, just so
NCL.
you know.
Yeah, we have some guys here that send us a TikTok from NCL. He's very talented. You guys gonna go see. It's like stay tuned. You see that TikTok.
For the main
Actually,
package, right?
I have 2 TikToks from him,
Mm-hmm.
and one I say, who is this guy? He's so good, and then he was perform on the top of the ship,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one he was on the stage. And you guys will see that they're 2 different persons, but in the very end, I find out that it's the same.
Amazing what a little
And
makeup will do.
he's from Thailand. He's also he's
Look at
working
these.
in
Look, check
NCL.
out this. Look at all these Vietnamese flags.
Vietnamese,
Lots of them. And Indonesian
Indonesia.
flag. Yeah. Philippines flag.
These guys
Okay.
from OTC school. Oh, guys, by the way, we are going to bring some schools here that we've been working for the last couple of years,
Right,
right?
we're going to do a special.
Yeah, some schools that have provided to us a good candidates, also helping the guys on the education process to prepare them to send to the ship. If you are working the ship today, you probably have passed in one school in your country. But we have worked closely with some schools in Indonesia, and we're going to start to bring them here. Probably next week we're going to bring one, and every week we're going to bring and talk about. It's really important to work with education. That's build our character, that's build our techniques,
Absolutely.
and then help us feel very comfortable work on a ship, knowing that what we're doing because we have been prepared for.
Right, right.
It's really good.
Right.
And I see some guys here from OTC. My
Yeah,
regards
there's
from
some-
OTC.
there you go, India.
India, Myanmar.
And Myanmar.
I'm so confused about flags. Sometimes one color on top, one
Yeah,
color
yeah.
change the whole thing.
But there's some great flags out
Yeah.
there, right? So thanks everybody for joining us.
Guys
We
from
really
Jakarta.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, moving on. We talked about Herkagurgud, and anyway, they are
Yeah,
cruising.
his name there.
Now, the strange thing about that at the moment is they are accepting people from other countries, from Germany, because this one's leaving out of Norway.
Right.
But at this point, they can cruise, but they can't get off the ship. It's a little strange, right?
They have to stay on board.
They have
the
to
whole-
stay on board, right? But if you
But
cruise
what about
Norway,
the passengers?
that's what I'm saying. Everybody stays on board, right? But it's a test, and I tell you this: if you cruise Norway, Norway is one of the most scenic places in the world to cruise. I would go on just to sit on the balcony and look at the beautiful mountains, the scenery. I mean, it is phenomenal. Yes, I'd like to go ashore, but if I can't, for now, it would be okay. I would go.
Oh my God.
Yeah, passengers can't get off, crew can't get off, and I think what they're going to do is they're just going
How
to
many days, Chris?
7, 10, multiple days.
Oh, but in one time they can get off. They can go home, right?
Well, when the cruise is
One time we
over,
have
they
to
can
go
get off
home.
and go home. So I think what they're doing is just testing a lot of things, right? And that's what's going to happen. We're going to have to take this slowly.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that the CDC, again, has not put out the rules and regulations is that they're extremely cautious. Because, and I hate to say this, the news media in America, the moment one thing happens, it's like the end of the world and they'll blow it all over the place. And so we really need to be cautious in
But
America.
I believe that everybody's watching what's going on in the United States. If you guys have watched the news, you say like the numbers is increasing. Like there's a lot of people getting the virus here in the United States. We
Yeah.
in Florida, most in Florida, the numbers is extremely high, and unfortunately, we have to be careful on that.
We need to rethink what we're doing. I mean, if you look at some of the European countries, the numbers have come down, which is what they're supposed to do, because they went through some procedures. They wore their masks. They did the things they were supposed to do. America, home of the free, land of the brave. I get it. I think it's great. But there are some people who say, I don't want to wear a mask and you're not going to make me wear a mask. And of course, it only, exposes to other people. But if that's the way you feel, that's the way you feel. That's why we're the land of the free, right?
Yeah,
But
it's-
sometimes that freedom infringes on other people's health, and that should not happen.
Yeah, I heard that they think about to lock down everything again with the second wave of the
More
virus.
quarantine.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll be coming to you live from the living room, if that's the case. Okay, let's move along. The Majestic Princess, for those who are on Princess Cruise Lines, the Majestic Princess for the 2021-22 season will be moving to the west coast of the United States. Used to sail out of Australia, but now they're moving that to the west coast.
Oh, I just saw someone from Brazil here.
Did you?
Alexandre Gonçalves. Ah, I messed up with your computer.
Oh, no. Whatever you do, don't touch my computer. That's like
Yeah.
driving my car.
Bom dia pra
It-
você, Alexandre Gonçalves from Brazil. Yeah, I just saw him. He put a flag.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Bon dia. Okay, moving along. Port openings. Now, one of the most important thing about port openings, right, is that the more ports that open, the more choices that cruise lines have to go to or are available to go to.
Right.
But the port has to say, okay, we allow you, so please come to our port, let your passengers off. Again, it's going to be a soft opening, and for those who are in Asia, we all know what soft opening is. It means when a hotel opens up, but it's not 100% full, so they get discounts on the room to bring people in. The staff get used to how to run things. It's basically a give and take. I'll give you a discounted price. You come to my 5-star hotel. The staff start their training, so they call it soft opening, right? And this is for those in Asia who again really know what soft opening is. I think that's what the cruise lines are doing.
Yeah, this comes when we are talking about like they are thinking to reopen some ports. So it depends if the port will allow them to come to the country. For example, Brazil. I heard that the cruise, many cruise, they cannot go to Brazil right now.
Same thing with
So
Canada.
They are locking, like you guys don't come here, which means, of course, the tourism goes down. But at the same time, the cruise line feel tied on that because they can't act, even if they think
want to,
about
they
to
can't.
reopen.
Right.
Even if they think about to reopen, they cannot do anything because the local ports say no, we don't want you here.
You can't come.
And as you were saying, that German cruise line, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
Gurda is thinking to cruise again, but the passengers cannot go out because maybe they don't have agreement with the ports.
But also the interesting thing about that, foreigners, as they say, can come there, but foreigners of the EU. America cannot go. America at this point, Americans I should say, cannot go to any cruise in Europe at this point in time. Now that's as of today. Tomorrow it may change, but right now Americans cannot go to Europe.
Only local people.
Only countries that are
Countries
local. For example, the Germans can go, the Austrians can go, those kind of people can go to that ship. So let's see.
So I heard we have a special guest today, right?
We do. We do.
it's-
Speaking of openings, we're going to have in just a few moments. We'll get to that in a moment. But
We talk about the reopening things, and then I just came to my mind about CTI Bali.
yes. In a few moments, we're going to go live to Bali. But first, I want to look at some more of these. Okay, I see everybody. CTI Bali is there. CTI Jakarta, CTI Jogja. Hello, all the team there. People from the Philippines, right? From India. Who else we got? I'm still looking for some flags there, guys.
People from Nyanya, people from Oceania.
Oh,
Yeah, we have people from everywhere. So just so we can kind of like these things about to reopen. Our offices start to reopen again, right?
Right.
In Jogja, in Jakarta. Like last week, we spoke about Jakarta, and we just have a Rizwan here, and he was talking about what's going on right now.
Yeah, we sent
and
our
how
first
the-
people to the ship.
Yeah, how the office is handling, everybody cannot go to the office at the same time, but
Right.
they still going to the office to apply for job, to redo documents, and so the office is slowly reopening, right?
Absolutely. And again, it's a soft opening, as you guys will understand there.
Many things can be done. Many things can be done by email.
Okay. One of the things, and by the way, Bali opened yesterday on July 1st. They opened and they've got some procedures in place. So if you're from Bali, you need to go, and you can see on the screen at the moment some of the procedures that have to take place in Bali.
Right.
Naturally, there's before you go in, you wash your hands, you sanitize. Then you see the guard up front. Then they take your temperature. They take a recording of your temperature. Right. Then you actually go inside. There's the 6 feet distancing.
What was really good in Bali, I was watching the video, as you guys can see right now. They was doing the trial internally. Like the own employees was working and try to see how the crew will behave when they walk into the door and they have to do the document or they have to apply for work. So it's really cool.
They
So
opened the 1st of July, which was, I believe, yesterday, right, or a couple days ago. And I believe they take 30 a day, so you have to make an appointment. Again, guys, please don't rush the office. Normally we do 900 crew a month going in and out of Bali. That was before the pandemic. But so now slow it down a little bit. Call, get an appointment. They will make an appointment for you, and you can come in. Okay, moving along from there. The next thing we want to talk about is one of my favorite subjects, but it's all yours, the Maritime Challenge.
Maritime Challenge. Oh my God, I love that. So, guys, today we're gonna show you guys. It's about story. It's about probably things that normally happen. You work on the ship. Sometimes you feel lonely, or sometimes you feel like homesick. You say, "Oh my God, I want to go back to the ship," and then you start to rethink about your life. And going through all these videos that people is submitting to us, And if you haven't done yet, so go to our website, CTI-
USA.com.
and then submit your video, then send to us through our Maritime Challenge. You might end up grabbing.
But speaking of which, if you go to CTIUSA.com, even though you may not be a CTI member, you can easily join.
Of
Because
course.
we have a weekly newsletter that's going to start posting all new job openings, so get registered.
And no matter which
Right.
cruise line you
Yeah, it doesn't
work
matter.
for, you
Yeah.
can come to us, submit your video, and you might end up grabbing like up to $2,000.
Up to
right?
$2,000.
We have this whole year getting information, getting people registering on us. And today we're going to talk about, we're going to show the video about Handy. I think that's his name. He's a laundry attendant at Carnival Sunshine. And what he was showing to us behind the scenes also was his skills about photography and a cinematic video. I like the video that he put it. But looking the other side, I see like things that every crew member face mostly when they are joining on the ship. Like first year, second year, they feel homesick or they feel lonely, and we always need someone to encourage us, to inspire us, to bring us up again. And you guys gonna see that through this video. It's really cool.
Oh, this is great. I-
Guys, as you can see, sometimes the only thing you need is a friend behind you, supporting you. Some days we wake up in the morning, we are not feeling good, we are not feeling comfortable and confident with ourselves. And that's why we need friends, and we need to work as a team. As you guys could see, a friend came out and say, "Hey, get up, let's go walk, let's do something."
Yeah, I saw the video and I
Yeah.
really like the idea. I mean, each one reach out, grab one, pull one together. This is a time, especially, when you're busy on the ship, you really don't notice because you're so busy, right? There's so many passengers, you're doing your job, but all at once it comes to a stop. And mentally, you start thinking, the mind is a great thing, but the mind can be a terrible thing.
Of course.
Well, once it starts taking you down the path of depression, you've got to get up, walk away, and go talk to someone, right? That's the most important thing you can do.
And for him, like the only thing that he was needing, like maybe just go out and go shore and then like do something. That's usually when you work on a cruise line, they have that's why they work as a team. The Carnival crew member, they call a team member, right?
Right.
Because you are part of a team. You are not by yourself. You always have someone in your cabin or someone that work with you, that you can share your problems, you can share your weakness, even your strengths as well, and help each other. I think one of the most important things in life, if you must have a friend.
Also, I know that many of the ships have internet, and actually many of their crew are home now, but there's still some out there. And if you do have internet, the connection may not be great, but when you do talk to your family, sometimes you have to be up, because if you say I'm sad, I'm sitting here, it affects them as well.
Of course.
Right? So be strong. We always know that it's not always to be strong. I mean, it's not always easy to be strong, but it's important to have this self-motivation inside you, right?
Of course.
And again, rely on your friends.
Yeah, because maybe sometimes you won't have nobody around you, and
Right.
then you have to build yourself by you know. So one of the things is extremely important, guys, is like if you work on a ship like Carnival, Royal, Oceania, Virgin. So if you have a time, like of course, if you can, like make a video like this guy, submit to us or send to one of your friends. Why? Because this video can inspire other people. Like for those people that want to work on a ship, doesn't know the environment, doesn't know how that what happened behind the scenes. So this give a quick view so people can understand. So that's the environment that I'm going to work, like for the laundry attendants. So that you see how big that, how many machines, tumbler, and everything. So people say, oh, I'm gonna work at that place. So give you like hope and say,
Right.
oh, I want that job.
I
Right?
think it's a great Maritime Challenge video, right?
Yeah, I love
because
that.
in the Maritime Challenge, you tell your story. It doesn't have to be fun or singing or dancing. This is a story,
A story.
right? And this is obviously a story of him when he was upset, right?
Yeah.
Or feeling down, and the friends came to help him out. That's a great, true story. And
I
there's
love
so
that.
many true stories out there, guys. So get them on video. Share them with us. Be part of the Maritime Challenge. And like you say, you might win up to $2,000.
$2,000,
Right?
And if you for our last show, our last town hall meeting, we have published on YouTube 2 videos for the last 2 guys. One is Hassan, the guy was running. He also have skills about photographer and cinematic videos. And the second one was the singer Arif. And we have posted the 2 videos on YouTube. If you guys haven't watched, I go there and watch those videos. It's really nice videos. And if you haven't submitted yours, guys, I invite you, encourage you. We have almost 300 people here watching us at this time, but in the end of this live, we probably will have like 7,000-8,000 people. So send your video, inspire others, do something, show your passion, show what is inside of you. I'm going to take advantage right now because we are talking about Carnival and crew members. I want to show you guys a TikTok, right? If you don't have a time to make 1 or 2 minutes video, you can do a TikTok, and then you see how fun it is. You can engage with your friends. So let's play that and see what you guys see. Do you know your TikTok, Mr. Bchach?
No, but I have to TikTok one of the old songs.
Old song?
Yeah, like My Girl. I've got sunshine
So I wanna challenge
on a
you.
cloudy
Let-
day.
let's
Wait,
do it.
I'm trying to sing here.
Try to sing.
Well, I was trying to anyway.
Okay, but listen, I want to challenge you before we have our special guest. Next week, I want to see, I want to show everybody your TikTok.
Are you doing one?
I'm challenging you. And okay, next week I'm gonna bring mine.
Okay.
And I want to see yours, and then we're gonna share with everybody. 50 seconds. You guys agree, right? If you guys agree, go ahead and then say yes here. I want to see your TikTok.
Thumbs up if you think I should do a TikTok. Oh my goodness.
So we have a special guest right now.
We do, and we are actually we're sorry with a little bit of delay there, but now I think
Yeah.
we got him back online. We are going live to Bali.
Oh, let me. Oh my God, let me.
Turn around here.
Let me see if I can turn around. Guys, when you do live, it's always a preparation. I don't want to stand.
And this is one of the things that our program that we have purchased, and we're really excited, is because we can go live anywhere in the world, right? All we have to do is just, I believe, move over a little bit, okay, because he's coming up on the screen here.
We have the producers behind us just telling us like flip a little bit, go a little bit there, go a little bit there. So let's see, guys. We want to bring him to the screen.
I think he's coming.
I think so.
Well, while we're doing this, and he'll come up here in a second, we again talk about going to our webpage and registering for the Marine Challenge,
Right.
and also registering for all kinds of positions, right? www.cti-usa.com.
That's it.
Okay, I believe that Gusti's coming live to us. Hello, Gusti. Well, looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. That's okay. We expect these in the first round.
It happens.
What is that?
Oh, this is my ship, my carnival ship.
We're going to do a little special here about Carnival in a
Can you-
minute. Goosty, I can see you, but you're sideways.
No. For
Okay, we'll talk to you like this. Hi, Goosty, can you hear us?
I think.
Hello, Goosty, are you there?
Good morning, Gusti. Good morning or good evening.
Good evening.
Right. I can hear you. Good morning, good morning, or yes.
Thank you. Can you hear us?
I can, yes.
Okay, good. We can see you nice and clear, right? So, we have some questions for you. We just showed the pictures a few minutes ago that CTI Bali opened on the 1st of July. Tell us how it went.
Sorry, I
Okay, give us a rundown of how it went for your grand reopening. Looks like we have a bad internet connection.
I feel like I'm on the TV, like when people always.
Yeah, I feel like when they walked on the moon and the guy's talking from the moon, a little bit of static there. You know what, guys? Maybe we'll try and
Let's try without TV and then see if that works.
yeah. Let's try.
Like a Reese one.
Yeah, guys, I think we're having some temporary bad connections here. Maybe there might be a storm in Bali or something.
Yeah, let's move forward.
Okay. So guys, we'll come back to him a little bit later. You
Yeah.
guys can work on that. So let's move forward with we'll move forward with the show here. Thank you, Goosey. We
That's the good thing about life.
we'll come back to you. Okay, you still had some things for the Maritime Challenge.
Yeah, actually, we are commenting about Randy, the laundry attendant from Carnival Sunshine, and we are very, very happy. We are very glad to receive his video, and we also want to keep encourage people to do that. Right? This is not only important to us CTI. This is also important to all seafarers, all people that want to become a seafarer, because they want to rely on someone. They want to see someone that can inspire them. And for those guys that work on a ship, so think about like 2 years ago, 3 years ago when you just started. So how that important to you to see a video, someone showing your environment. So go ahead, submit your video. Also be part of our social media, right guys? We have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have YouTube, we have LinkedIn. And by the way, on LinkedIn we are looking for a social media manager. Maybe you're watching us and you're really good.
Yes. If you can manage many social media platforms.
How many pages do we have?
Oh, must be at least 20.
20 pages.
At least.
At least 20 pages.
Yeah. And we're on LinkedIn, we're on YouTube, right? We're on there's must be 8 or 10 Facebook pages.
You know, one thing that I saw is a lot of talent people with videos and photographers.
Yeah.
A lot of talent, and I've seen they have applied, they have a register through our Maritime Challenge, and the category that they have chosen is photography and cinematic.
Yeah, I've
videos.
seen some.
Yeah.
We did a smile contest.
Yeah.
Maybe next week we can feature that
Yeah,
one.
we are looking for people to be part of our team, even work with CTI, right?
There you go.
So by the time you're on board, you at home and then you want to do like some part time, you do some jobs. Why not?
You know what's surprising is how this has exploded. I mean, when we started this, I thought, okay, we're going to have a couple thousand followers, and now what are we up to?
I don't know, maybe 20, 30,000 people.
Yes, at a time. It's just amazing how this is exploded, and of course we want to continue to explore this avenue. This is a great thing, right? We're really
Yeah.
looking forward to it. Okay, I believe if our guys in the control room are ready, we're going to talk about seafarers again. You know, last week was the International Day of the Seafarer. We did a little tribute there, and I saw that many of the cruise lines also did a tribute. It was great, right? There was a lot of messages from the leaders of the cruise lines about the seafarers and their appreciation to the seafarers. And I really didn't know this, but after doing some research, 90% of what we use in the world is affected by or brought to us by a seafarer in one way or the other. You know,
That's interesting.
and it's great. I mean, without seafarers, these are truly, you know, we talk about the doctors and the nurses in the COVID-19 who are essential workers, and they are, right? And the police officers and these kind of things. But if you look at the global scale of things, a seafarer is an essential worker. You know, if all seafarers stopped tomorrow, if all seafarers stopped, it would be amazing how quick we would run out of toilet paper. You know, you go to the store now, you can't find toilet paper. It's got to be shipped from somewhere, right? We'd run out of car parts. We would run out of food. We would run out of all kinds of things because all these things move by a ship.
Yeah, many things that import and export from seafarers, right, on the ship and things like that. So yeah, it's
Well,
good.
what we're going to go to now is there's a video that I actually found on LinkedIn, and I am so much in support of this. We're going to be adding some videos to this as well.
Right.
But next Wednesday, because of the plight of the seafarers, and as I said, most of the cruise ship crew members are home already. They're all seafarers as well. But there are still, and I've got the number here, there are still over, I believe it's 400,000 seafarers still stuck
board.
at sea. Right, and it's because you know, some of the governments don't allow this, they don't allow that. But can you imagine? Some of them have been on there more than a year.
Wow.
You know, 400,000 still stuck at sea, and this
For me,
this
I-
is just crazy.
Sorry to cut you. I see a seafarer, you know, crew member, seafarer, so because it's
It's the same.
thing. As a warrior, you know, I've seen a lot of leaders coming up at the moment like this pandemic. I don't think if you remember, one day we brought a lady from Carnival. I forgot her name right now, but she was leading the entire fly. And then when they got back to Jakarta, she was like, you know, creating activities for the crew during the time the quarantine. It was just in the beginning, like nobody knew what's going on, and I saw a lot of leaders coming up on the thing like this. Because when things gets tough, that's when you see the leaders.
The leaders step
and
up
I see a lot of, you know, a good people on crew members and the seafarer. So you guys is so for me, it's like a warriors. I'm very proud of them.
I saw this thing on LinkedIn last night where they were actually doing a concert, right? And I believe, if I'm not, it was definitely in Europe. What definitely was what really impressed me was that there was this barge floating down the like the intercoastal, and there's all these ships stuck there. So what they decided to do, and it may have been in Holland, but there was these guys on this barge doing a concert, and it was floating by, and all these shipmates, right, seafarers came out, and they were waving and clapping, and what a great thing. You can't get off the ship, you can't go ashore, but you can go stand on deck. Right, and it was just an amazing concert. So I give a lot of kudos to that, and for those, you know, who continue the seafarers tradition, God bless them.
As we spoke last week, I've seen like some comments, even the Royal Caribbean crew members letter, that he was mentioned that they was been treating like a guest. They sleeping in the guest cabin, and then, you know. Of course, everybody would be nice if you can go back home, but if you cannot, the cruise line is trying to do the best for them.
Right.
You know?
I agree. They're getting them home, and 98%, 99% are almost home. But this video we're going to see, if you are a seafarer, if you've worked on a ship, it doesn't matter, dining room, kitchen, you know, deck and engine, whatever, you're still a seafarer. This coming Wednesday, Wednesday in front of us, right? This coming Wednesday at noon. Go outside your house, bang pots and pans, do something to create a sound, right? Because they're also asking all the ships at sea to blow their horns at noon on Wednesday.
Wow.
And that is to, hopefully, a sound
This is
heard
a great
around the world, right?
Great campaign.
Because the reason they're doing it is to be aware of what's happening with seafarers. there are so many people who are so locally not, they're so involved in what's going on locally, they have no idea what's going on in the ocean.
Agree.
And with 400,000 additional people out there just sitting there waiting to go home. So again, make any kind of noise you can. That's next Wednesday at noon local time, your local time, and beat your pots and pans and blow your whistles, and all ships at sea blow your horns.
Right.
So hopefully the governments will hear what's happening, or this will make mainstream news, and then we can get those seafarers home. Right?
Great.
So I believe we have a video that sort of explains this, guys.
Over 400,000 seafarers are now being impacted by governments' continued inaction to facilitate crew changes across the world. We need all hands on deck to save our seafarers and to prevent a logjam to the global supply chains. Seafarers are key workers, and we join the maritime community in sending an SOS message to governments around the world. Seafarers are the unsung heroes on the front line of global trade and cannot be forgotten in this crisis.
Back? All right, we're back. Okay. All right, we're back. All right, guys. So, again, please, this Wednesday, don't forget. And we're going to be putting on our social media pages. Please pass it on to your friends. Very, very important for the seafarers. And probably everyone who's watching this has worked on the ship. So
Maybe what we should do is a live on like 11:30, and then like we can end up like cross Wednesday noon.
yeah,
going
maybe.
live.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
would be
Yes,
nice.
we can do that. We can do that 12 noon our time,
yeah.
which will be.
No, but we start like 10 minutes before,
But it's
Because
12 noon local time, so wherever
Yeah.
you are locally.
But we can participate. We can do that, and then
Okay,
show
so-
our harmony
okay,
here
so
at the
we'll
office.
do it at midnight our time, which will be 11:30 night our time, which will be 12 noon their time.
No, it's 12 noon local time, no matter where you
Yeah,
are.
no matter where you are.
Yeah,
local.
we can do here local time, 12 noon our time.
We can do that on Wednesday.
Because probably if we open the windows, we could see a lot of hornets and Fort Lauderdale Airport.
Yeah, there's a lot of ships out there, and
yes.
hopefully everybody. We'll promote it. We'll
Yes.
continue to push it.
I think it's a good idea. It just came up right now.
Just what?
It just came out in my mind.
Oh, okay, okay. No, I think
Yeah.
it's a great thing. We support it 100%.
Yeah.
Right. All right, we move on to Carnival. Carnival is naturally a very big part of CTI. For over 30 years, we have worked with Carnival. We have 11,000 crew members just out of Indonesia, a couple thousand more out of Myanmar, Vietnam, and of course Thailand. So Carnival, again, as we know, is the world's largest cruise line. Some things going on there, some great things happening. But along with the great things, there's also a few things, again, the pandemic is causing issues with, right?
Right.
Carnival yesterday, actually 2 days ago, laid off 1/3 of their staff in the UK. And it's kind of a sad thing, and I will say this, I do a lot of search on LinkedIn and other news medias, and the spirit of the Carnival person, and this came directly from one of the people who got laid off. They said that what a great opportunity it was to work for Carnival. They would really miss Carnival. They want to come back as soon as they can. But they truly understand it's not a Carnival getting rid of people, it's the pandemic, and naturally the company has to stay alive, right?
Everybody's struggling, all companies.
They are. One of the things that I'd also like to talk about Carnival, last week we talked about at 37,000 feet, 2 Carnival crew members delivering a baby.
Oh, yeah.
The team members were from Manila.
We don't know where the baby.
Yeah, and I still didn't find out if the babies. Actually, I did. Someone told me that it would depend on the nationality of the father and mother.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right, and then the passport may be from another country, even though they're the nationality of the parents. So I don't know how that works, but anyway, God bless it. I understand that the child's name was Sky. So we talked about
I
it.
like this name.
But anyway, back to Carnival crew members, right? The Legend comes to rescue in the Bahamas. There was a mini yacht that was in trouble,
Right.
and the Carnival crew members approached the yacht, gave them fuel, and helped them out. So again, congratulations to Carnival and the team, the captain there, and of course all the staff got together, helped these guys out, and this again is teamwork. And it just shows that when you're a seafarer, it doesn't matter if guests are on board. If people need help, you're still there. So again, congratulations to the Carnival team, to the Carnival Corporation for reaching out to those people. It looks like they gave them 25 gallons of diesel fuel so they could get back to they were going to Jacksonville, right?
Oh, they go
So right. So the Carnival Legend, congratulations team, well done. Carnival keeps in touch with its people very, very well, I believe. You know, Christine Duffy, who is the president of Carnival, she has sent a message to all the crew members, and of course it's on the Carnival website. But if you haven't seen it, we have it here for you now.
On behalf of all of us at Carnival, I want to thank our friends across Mexico and the Caribbean who have continued to support us during this very challenging time. Hi, I'm Christine Duffy, President of Carnival Cruise Line. Over the last few weeks, we have been moving our onboard teams by ship, air, and highways to get them home to their families. This includes many citizens of Mexico and the Caribbean islands who are dedicated and valuable members of our crew. And whether utilizing the region's airports, international waters, expert opinions, or general advice, the participation and support of the region's leaders and our destination partners has been invaluable. Our relationships have always been important, and all more important now during these unprecedented times. We truly appreciate your support, and as we complete our repatriation efforts, we can begin to turn our attention to how and when we will return to operation. Obviously, this can only be done by working together, and we are committed to doing so in a collaborative way with you. Our guests love visiting your beautiful destinations, and of course, we look forward to the day when we will be able to safely return. But like you, we want to ensure our return is managed thoughtfully and carefully. We will need a well thought out plan that requires strong collaboration and coordination between us. Protecting the public health and safety of our guests, crew, and communities we serve has always been our top priority. This will be more important than ever. Thus, we look forward to working together to accomplish a safe return to cruising throughout the Caribbean and Mexico. Until then, a collective thank you for your partnership and a wish for your health and safety.
And again, congratulations to Carnival and Christine for being, showing such great leadership there. I believe that was, they were getting crew home from Mexico, but they have done exactly the same thing in Indonesia and India and Philippines. And what a great feat to get all of those crew members, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of crew members. And I believe at this point, 95% of their crew members are home.
Right.
And there's
a lot of people.
There's a few more to go. So if you're with Carnival, thumbs up on that video. Let us know that you're out there. In the comments, say I'm Carnival, because we always have lots and lots of people who are with Carnival join us here. So hello to all you guys. Next, we will quickly move on. We're running out of time here. Royal Caribbean, their newest ship called the Odyssey of the Seas has now officially been delayed. And it's a ship that's supposed to be sailing out of Fort Lauderdale, but it looks like now they're going to do some Eastern Mediterranean cruise in Rome, and it was scheduled for November 21, but now it looks like it will, it was actually scheduled for November 2020, but it looks like it's going to be delayed, and a lot of that happens to be with the shipyard, because virus and the social distancing, things of that nature. But it will be back, right? Or will be launched soon. and it's an amazing ship. And I also believe we have a video on that ship, right? But before we do, another announcement from Royal is that they say there will be buffets. The CDC has said there will be no buffets, but Royal has come out and said we have redone a lot of our buffets already, and they believe that they will meet all the guidelines. Okay. So they're pretty adamant about saying that, you know, a lot of people thought, oh my God, you go to the Windjammer, which is one of the famous buffets on Royal Caribbean, and everything would be gone. It'd be torn out. No, that's not going to be the case, right? So I think that there is some. There's some meeting of the minds there, and I'm sure they're going to follow the guidelines. They're definitely not going to go against the guidelines. But I know when I cruise, for me, I'd rather go to the buffet, get what I want and eat, and, you know, to sit down in the dining rooms, and that's nice in the evenings. But during the day, that's not exactly what you like to do. Okay, so we do have a video on the new ship that's coming from Royal. Let's look at that real quick. And there you have the Odyssey of the Seas. One of the things that I hate to backtrack here for a second, gentlemen, but if you're with me back there, we also have the Carnival Mardi Gras. And there's so much talk about the Mardi Gras and you know what, it's been also delayed for a period of time, but what an amazing ship. We have a short video on that, I believe, gentlemen. And there you have the Carnival Mardi Gras. What an amazing ship, I'm telling you. But anyway, it's been delayed to 2021. It'll be out the first part of the year. So let's, all of those who are home waiting for ship assignments and this and that, as we know there's still a lot of reorganization going on. But I can't stress enough, make sure you have all your documents ready. That's the most important thing. We're about to end up. And I think our rhythm's a little bit off today. I see some of the things that we're doing, so we apologize for that. But I think the reason is because it's 4th of July weekend. Everybody wants to go have a hot dog and a beer and go to the beach, even though our beaches are closed in Florida. They opened, now they've closed them again. So I guess we'll have a hot dog and a beer on the balcony, right? Maybe I'll just invite all my best friends over and have a beer and hot dog on the balcony, right? There is one thing that we'd like to show you. You want to wind up with anything?
Actually, I would like to end up with a message for you that are watching us, and for your first time, maybe you have the desire to work on board. You never worked on board before. I know that most people here, they already have cruise ship experience, and they want to know what's going on, and that's good. That's why we are here delivering a lot of information. But for you, that's new, you never work on a ship, you have that desire. So I want to invite you one more time to go to our website, cti-usa.com, and register there. Right? When you register, you can send to us your video, you can send your video resume, you can send your resume, and our team are going to contact you. And no matter where you're from, I have receiving things from people from Zimbabwe, from people from Colombia, people from other countries that we don't even have office, which is very difficult for us to send those people to the ship, because we need to have a local office with local license to properly and legally send you to the ship. However, even if we cannot do that, guys, we can support you, we can give you guys a consulting, we can maybe help you find an agency in your country which is going to give you the opportunity to make your dreams come true, and then you go on board. But register on our website, be part of our thing. You can go here, you can put your comments, say, I'm new, this is my first time, you know, be part of CTI. We are trying to open a new office in other countries, probably going to do one in Brazil, right? We are thinking a lot to expand, because we have more lives to change, and our goal, our mission here, guys, is take from our side a transformation to your life. So from my end here is a thank you so much for you guys being here. Thank you for being part of our town hall meeting. right? It's been a big pleasure, as I was mentioned at the beginning here. I'm on my day off, but I decided to come here because I love what I do. I love this. I love to talk to you guys and
The likes,
yeah.
the thumbs, the shares.
Yeah, like you guys go ahead and then share, share this content, just click and share in your Facebook and then share this content with more people. Let's help others. That's the most important thing.
And thanks for all the thumbs up. Thanks for all that you do for us, right? Because without you, we would not be here. And as we said, it is the July 4th weekend. That's the America Independence. And we are going to leave you with this.
This started with an idea. Somehow, if we were given the opportunity, we could become more. If given the place and the time, we could build a nation where everyone could become more. We prayed for favor. We believed that out of many, we could become one. Though America was never simple, our nation did not give in or give up. We crawled, strived for dreams and freedoms we believed in, fought to hold hands as we learned to stand on our own. We are brothers and sisters. Our dreams are not dimmed by our tears. We have stumbled, but will not fall. It began with the idea that beliefs should not be dictated. Freedom was to be shared. Worship was the right of the individual, not the responsibility of the government. All of these things were self-evident. We knew it in our hearts. They were inalienable for everyone, endowed by our Creator, God-given. On this day, we remember our freedom, and we thank the God who provided it. May God bless America. This